Again, what we'll do is we'll have Coach Berkman just make a brief statement opening about the game. Then we'll have questions for the players, and then let them go. We'll have some time for questions for Coach Berkman. And again, please wait for the microphone to get to you before you ask a question, if you don't mind. Coach.
First of all, congratulations to Tufts. They were the better team today, and the outstanding season and run that they had to finish the season. Congratulations to our team. Fought to the bitter end, had a couple opportunities even in that fourth quarter right on the crease to close that game down to a one-goal game that we didn't quite get. But we've had an outstanding season. The quality schedule that we played and the number of top-ranked opponents that we won has been a test to the great kids and the great leadership that we've had this season.
Questions for the players? Okay.
For Josh and Alex, can you just talk about what did you see from your perspective in terms of what Tufts was doing on offense?
This is Josh first.
Okay. We we saw what we thought we were going to see on the game plan. We saw what we thought we were going to. No surprises, nothing new. We knew everything that they threw at us. I just think we let it get to us a little mentally more than we should have.
Yeah, overall, we knew what they were going to do, but they played a little bit better than us today. They stuck their shots when they needed to. Hats off to them.
Right here.
Coach, what was the difference there?
Can we talk to Coach for the players first? I'm sorry. Then we'll.
Guys, what was the difference there? I guess Alex, the difference from your perspective there in the third quarter, coming out of halftime there, and they just an offensive onslaught against you guys.
Yeah, when they had 7 goals in the third. They stuck their shots. They placed them well. They ran their offense, their tee, like the great players. It was just the way it went today, and well earned by them.
Here in front.
Josh, can you talk about, you mentioned, that they kind of presented what you thought they would, but guys like Cole Bailey, John Upgren were still able to be pretty effective. I guess, what was the challenge of trying to defend guys like that? What were they still able to kind of do well?
I'd say the biggest thing today was the crowd noise, something that not everybody's used to. We weren't able to hear each other as well while communicating. During the game plan, we knew they were going to throw a lot of picks at us. We had a little trouble communicating whether we were going to switch or stay there. And honestly, I felt we did a good job one-on-one. It's when they got us rotating and when we got a little mixed up. So we just got to trust ourselves a little more and trust our defense and maybe not rotate as much.
Any more for the players? Go ahead, Bill, in the front.
Hey, Greg, it looked like you guys were making a nice little comeback there in the fourth, got within 3, and had some opportunities, as Coach Berkman mentioned. Just did you feel like their goalie made some real tough saves on? You all had some good shots you put on him, and he came through.
Yeah, we had our opportunities, didn't finish them all. Probably should have started a little earlier on that run than we did, and they beat us today.
Joe, question? Ed? Or we can go right here first.
Greg, did you feel like whenever they went on the run, like 6-1 run and then 11-2 overall, do you think the offense started to press a little bit, trying to kind of cut into that?
Like I said, I think maybe we should have done that a little sooner than later. But they beat us today. They were the better team.
Was the scouting report on Patton Watkins go high on him?
We just shoot for open net.
Any more for the players? Nope. Okay. Thanks, guys. Okay, let's continue on with questions for Coach Berkman, right here in front, Zach.
Coach, can you elaborate Josh was talking about, just the way they were able to get the defense rotating and make openings. What was Tufts doing effectively that created a lot of their chances on offense?
Well, there was a couple things that, that we just made mistakes on. You know, behind the net, we were switching on every pick, and twice we didn't switch, and they scored goals. We were supposed to switch on all picks on the crease. Twice we had two guys go to the pick, and because both times they scored on the backside. You know, we worked all week on that, and you know, we made 4 mistakes, and to Tufts' credit, that was 4 goals on things that was in the game plan on that run. You know, and the other thing that, you know, was a big thing in the third quarter was that, you know, we had to stop Tufts in the unconventional lacrosse plays, you know, that they do. You know, we knew that their face-off guy was pretty good, but we thought we were going to battle him. We did, but we also knew that he could go to the goal. We didn't respect him one time in the third quarter, and he ran by us, and nobody was ready to slide. Newt got anxious in the third quarter. You know, Bailey's a great player. Kemp's a great defenseman. You know, Bailey comes goal line, but he's 7 or 8 yards going upfield. Kemp's playing him unbelievable with a stick upfield. Newt leaves his man and slides and gives, you know, Wood a dunk. You know, and then with the D-Mitty thing coming in, you know, another long stick made a mistake. We had a double right there. He let the kid go, and boom, he ran by him D-Mitty when we should have had a double team and scored a goal. So they beat us in some of those situations, but it was straight up 6-on-6. We played them good. You know, we did a good job. And I was really proud, though. I mean, as bad as it looked there for a bit, you know, if we stick those 2 shots on the crease, it's back to a 1-goal game. And I think, you know, as Greg was trying to allude to, it was like all of a sudden we were attacking a lot more. It seemed like we were playing in the fourth quarter like we should have been playing more throughout the game. We dodging to score. We weren't dodging to score a lot today. We were kind of dodging to feed. And once we started going hard, great things started to happen. 19 shots in the fourth quarter, all right? Kid has 8 saves. He doesn't have 8 saves in the fourth quarter. Granted, our shooting was not great, and we made some bad shots. But to our kids' credit, they never gave up. Our defense put us in a position to come back. You know, we stick 2 on the crease, it's 12-11, and, you know, we're right there again. So, but we didn't get it done. But, you know, I'm proud of us, the way that we finished. A lot of teams that have played them this year laid down when that happened. We didn't lay down. We fought to the bitter end.
Anything else for Coach? Go right in front here.
Coach, can you talk about the legacy of the senior class and also this year as a whole? I know you had that overtime loss to Christopher Newport. How did you get past that and move on?
Well, there's a lot of great lacrosse players now. There's a lot of great teams, and they're all over the country. You know, the days of teams going undefeated, and you know, we got a great program. I've been fortunate to coach a lot of great players. Probably won more games than the lacrosse coach probably should have. All right, but you know, it's no easy task. All right, and you know, everybody's got good players, no matter what team it is. You're going to see more and more games like that. You know, we used to have the weakest conference in the country. Well, 3 teams from our conference made the tournament this year. All right, everybody has enough good players, so on a given day, you got a hot goalie. You know, you got a face-off guy that's winning some face-offs. People can beat each other. You know, we see each year in Division III, there's way more upsets. There's a new upstart programs that, you know, I thought we had a great season. You look at the teams that we beat this year and who they beat. Beating Washington College twice, the only 2 losses. Going to Stevenson, which is one of the hardest places to play in the country. Going to Gettysburg, you know, beating the Cabrini. Every team we were in a streak there that was undefeated when we played them, and we were the team that beat them. So, you know, I think we had a great season. We had a little bump in the road. We responded, had a great run in the playoffs. Don't think we played that well today on offense, you know, to Tufts' credit, but very proud of where we're at.
And these seniors will win 9 losses over their 4-year careers. What can you say about that?
Well, very proud of our seniors. Especially, you know, some guys that got a lot better that made this run possible. You know, nobody knew who Luke Phipps was before this year. But to his credit and buying into what we do, he became a pretty unbelievable player. There was a couple other guys in that class that, you know, Greg Corbin was okay. All of a sudden, he was really good. You know, to credit, Zeke Smith had a great 4-year career, AT. You know, those guys all kind of refocused our whole group after last year, and just had a great run. I honestly say this is one of my most enjoyable years coaching ever, as far as the kids, their response, their effort, their commitment. I mean, it's been a great year.
Maybe one more for Coach. Ed, and then we'll go right here. Ed, we'll get you afterwards.
Coach, you've already talked about the seniors a little bit, and you've mentioned Zeke Smith and Alex Taylor. Alex Taylor had some really good moments today, and he's had some great moments over the course of his career at Salisbury. What does it mean to you knowing the career he's had, and what does it mean to you knowing that he won't be here next year?
Well, obviously, he's a great player. He's he's a three-time All-American. We obviously have a hole to fill in the cage. Believe me, we'll have somebody that'll be an able-bodied to get in there next year. Maybe not quite as good as AT, but there will be a lot of competition there. I'm going to miss AT. He's a great kid. He's just always around. He's got a great smile on his face, and he brought it every day. There was no bad days with AT, no bad practices. He brought it every day. Just loved coaching him for 4 years.
Do you have something, Ed, or last one here?
Jim, can you talk about, speaking of goalies, can you talk about Pat Watkins and what he was able to do in the net?
Pat, 17 today. I think he would have 20 in the semifinals. The kid got hot. Wasn't real proud of our shot selection today. I mean, if you look what happened, you say, oh, yeah, Salisbury really outshot them this today. They had 49 shots. Well, 49 shots isn't my style. We don't like 49 shots. We like 37 shots. And I thought today we took some shots, as I was telling them throughout the game. Tufts is playing to give you the 15-yard shot. Tufts is playing to give you the no-angle shot down the alley. I said, and right now you're accepting that. I thought there were several times that we could have hitched and got to 11 yards, which would have been a Salisbury shot. I thought there was times we went down the alley and shot it. We should have stopped on a dime and rolled back, which is a Salisbury shot. So, even though we shot it 49 times, I think our shot selection in the end was probably what came back to haunt us today as far as victory.
Thanks, Coach.